something I said?
Your service, amico.
Rautai needs a reprieve from the storms, and Deadfire needs order. And I need your help more than I like to admit. Are you ready to join forces once and for all? We can't wait forever, and I know Aethys won't. If Ukaiza works the way we think it does, then leaving it for someone else would be about as smart as pointing a cannon at our backs. Talk and compromise may work for you, but we can't risk Rautai on someone else's good intentions. Rautai needs a Are you ready to join forces once and for all? Then you must kill Queen Onekaza II.
Oh, what a relief to finally see that bottle uncorked.
Rauataians. To you, every problem is a head that just has not met the right bullet.
And that be our invitation to ship right off, aye, Cap?
Captain, I say the tribes have lost so much. We might never recover from this blow.
It is the lack of leadership that has brought the Huana here. The tribes will never recover, while the Kahanga sit on the throne. I don't ask this lightly, but while the Queen holds court, pirates and Valian profiteers close in, and my countrymen back in Rauatai see their homes and crops washed away by storms. I know this isn't how you'd like to do things, but it comes down to this: the continued decline of Deadfire or its sudden transformation. This is the only way to forge a stable future for Rauatai or the Deadfire. And I need you to help us achieve it. We have done this all over the mainland of Rauatai, where we have forged a great nation from warring peoples. The Huana are a fractured culture, and the Kahanga monarchy is the last tendon holding it together.
I say you do not understand us at all. Never bothered to try.
And you are too close to the seat of power to see how it's failed your less fortunate countrymen. The Queen and her predecessors have been ineffectual figureheads for generations. They've left their people vulnerable to the predations of slavers, pirates, and yes, foreign powers. Once we depose the Queen, we will rebuild Deadfire into something stronger and sturdier. Nothing worth doing has ever been easy, but we must strive all the same. On my signal, the cannons of the Brass Citadel will fire, and our ships will bombard Queen's Berth. That should draw enough attention away from the palace to allow you to infiltrate. And if I know the Queen, she'll wait out the danger on the roof of the palace. I advise caution and stealth. The Queen will send many of her soldiers to the harbor, but those that remain will be on high alert. We are going to sink Valian ships and damage their infrastructure. Trust me, I want to avoid casualties. I'm sending you to assassinate the Queen because I don't want to massacre her people. My cannoneers are the very best. Your ship will not be damaged. Attacking him will likely raise the alarm, and the Queen is your main target. Still, losing him would be a blow to the Juana, should it come to that. I cannot let this opportunity escape us, or risk word getting out.
Thank you, Captain.
You stand so close to greatness, to rebuilding broken lands and reversing the path of storms, and you lose your nerve over one life? I can't let you leave now.
Yours to command, Captain.
I've been loyal to you a long time, Ferrante, but I cannot abide this.
Over here, my friend.
Diverus, is it settled now? I do not like having my hand forced by some rogue god.
Indeed, the vote has been cast. There can be no dispute. The traitor Aldis will hang.
Your vote of confidence is appreciated, my Consuelo. Rest assured, you have made the right decision.
The Black Pox siege we have? What a fucking farce! Mark my words, Councilman. Your souls will be damned for this scheme.
Do not forget your promise, Ferrante. With Eldis out of the way, you will sail us to Ukaizo well before the Juana, the Valen Trading Company, or any others can plunder it.
The god will lead us there, and the floating hangman will navigate the storms. Watcher, your timing is impeccable as always. We have just concluded a vote of phenomenal importance.
Blast this! You can outvote me, but you can't make me stay and watch. And you! Best watch your back!
One of our Consuelo members, Captain Aldis, has been charged and found guilty of those crimes, punishable by death. Defiance. On several past occasions, Aldis has willfully dismissed the mandates of the Consuelo. Oh, there is more. Negligence. Too often, Aldis has outright neglected her responsibilities to the Consuelo. When a meeting is called, the presence of all members is required. Excessive cruelty. Aldis and her new bloods often commit extreme violence in pursuit of financial gain. This drives our foes to take harsher measures against us. Sedition, which you witnessed firsthand when Aldis negotiated with our enemies without the consent of the Consuelo. She has single-handedly endeavored to spark a civil war within the Principe on multiple occasions. And, worst of all, betrayal. Aldis sacrificed an entire crew of Principe in an ill-fated attempt to lure out the floating hangman so that she might captain it. And before anyone argues again that we've no proof of her insidious betrayal, Benwith, tell the Watcher what you explained to the Consuelo, if you please.
I sank. Aldis lured some poor unsuspecting crew of fusty old bloods right into a rumoured route of the floating hangman. Sure enough, Rivan sails out of the fog and destroys their sloop.
Of course, it isn't merely Benwith's testimony that has brought Aldis to justice. The fine captain was instrumental in capturing her to stand trial.
That's right. She shot me for it too.
This Consuelo session is now concluded. Benwith, leave us so that I might speak with the Watcher in confidence. I will alert you when I have need for you again.
Be sure you call for me. I want to be there when she hangs.
What happened at Margran's teeth changes everything. We must acquire the floating hangman if we've any hope to reach Ukaizo before Eothas destroys everything. Which brings me to my current problem. Somehow, Aldis has uncovered a means to summon the floating hangman, but she destroyed the research when she was captured. I need what she knows before I can hang her. Obtain it for me, and I will grant you her seat on the Consuelo. My crew has been questioning our captive for hours now. Perhaps you will fare better. She is locked at the top of Balefire Tower. I cannot hold Aldis for long. Already several crews have grown restless. Violence will erupt eventually. It is imperative we acquire the information we need before there is a riot. I do not know how Aldis learned of the battle at Duskenaya, but if she was researching it, she is most certainly seeking a means to captain the floating hangman. If it is true that Rivan's galleon can subdue the weather, it would be a vital asset to my fleet. Who knows what Aldis could do with the information were I to release her? She could sabotage our efforts to reach Ukaizo, or steal the floating hangman before we have a chance to acquire it. This is why you are such a valuable asset, my friend. Let us send her on Clusa's voyage. It is impossible she would survive it. Of course, none but the
At once. I can't decide if the gods must love or hate you, Watcher. Perhaps both. Volcanoes, giant waves. Mel, I've had my fill of this island. It involves no divinities, but I do have some news for you as well. I have decided to take action with regards to Castle's incompetence. I have called together a meeting of the Songreta Mea Compressa. Our esteemed investors have come to hear Director Castle's excuses for squandering their fortunes. You've witnessed Castle's mistakes personally, and you know what is at stake for us with Ukaizo. The Council will want to hear from you, the Cantonucesi in particular. The company needs new leadership. Leadership that can make effective use of its most important allies. Let us start here, striking a fine impression before the wealthiest men and women in Eora. Of course, if I did not believe it with all my soul, I would not dare to trouble the Council. Men have died for less. You will attend the trial, I hope. Your testimony is a vital part of the proceedings. Of course, I will send word to the shareholders. You can meet us upstairs when you are ready.
Certainly.
Oi, lass, can you be learning me how to do that big blue sword thing?
Is this one of those colorful pirate expressions?
Nay, gods, nay. We're literal as a dear wooden score, ma'am.
In that case, no.
They say your pockets jingle with value.
Ikera,
Every corner of the Deadfire babbles of the devastation from Magran's teeth. And Aothis marches on Ukaizo while I juggle armloads of enemies. This is no coincidence. Nagati is testing me, I say. If you have spent any time in the Deadfire at all, the myth of lost Ukaizo can be no mystery. Ikera, and with good reason. They say the beaches of Ukaizo spanned impossible horizons, and its towers graced the light of distant stars. At night, I even... but it is nothing. Ikera, since I was a child, when I close my eyes, I stand before the gates of Ukaizo. There are always 3. For what would there be 3 gates? I do not say I am meant to go, but the gods. They want the Huana to return and reclaim what we lost. For what do the tribes not fight each other? For what are we united if not to take back lost Ukaizo?
If Ukaizo exists, even your own people doubt the legends. An ancient city greater than Neketaka, brimming with luminous Adra, and all built by the Huana thousands of years ago.
It is a good thing our ships are pushed by wind, not certainty. My people will grasp for the unknown if it means standing against yours. Under Wodika's gaze do we keep order. Atop Nagati's seas are we tested. From Akuhu's bowels do we carry wisdom back to the tribe. The gods want this for us, I say. We have come this far to restore order and earn back our empire. You have thoughts, soldier?
Valia came here to make some coin. Rauatai followed to catch up with Valia. Now the Huana are scrambling to catch up to Rauatai. It'd be funny if it wasn't gonna get so many good people killed.
Anyone who stands in our way is a wave to be crested. Your superiors should know this already. So, Watcher, do we unite and sail for Ukaizo? Ikira, to Ukaizo and the prosperity of the Huana. The Huana are strong, but our foes are stronger, richer, more relentless still. I say that the gods have delivered us an advantage we sorely need. It is beyond time that we rid ourselves of the trading companies. The Wahaki stand with us. With their howling warriors on our side, I say no foreign fighter will hold their ground. We have studied the chart of our ancestors, seen the Deadfire as they saw it. Matario Kozi will lead us home again. It used to be that the strength of the trading companies grew by the lengths of Enil's belly. Now they grow fast and unchecked, feeding off all they find. It is my responsibility to defang the serpent before it bites down on my neck, and I need all the help I can get. Before we go any further, your complicated choice of friends will need to be addressed.
You're fixing to do something about the Royal Deadfire Company, aren't you? Captain, this is the wrong time to get sanctimonious. I don't know what she's planning, but I won't stand by and watch you two spoil Rauatai's chance of improving our lot. That doesn't solve the problem of me stabbing my country in the back. How do we get past this, Captain? Maybe I will. And maybe I can even live with that. But Rauatai needs all hands on deck. And I won't just turn about on my career. You were more than complicit in my activities, Captain. I seem to recall you handled yourself well enough. You don't know what you're talking about. Not exactly how I wanted to end this friendship, but here we are. I guess we're done with each other. Unless I happen to catch you in my sights. no promises. Come along, Ishi. It's back to just you and me.
Akira, the things that Rauatai does to us. What a hateful creature. Maybe that's his best. Now let us return to the matter at hand. I would rather speak freely than in the company of a Valian spy.
Is every patriotic Valian a spy? I have hardly hidden my allegiance, Your Highness.
Then you may leave. The crown releases you from service. Such a waste. All the powers of the Deadfire are scrambling to reach Ukaizo. Try not to get in our way. If you interfere with my plans, there will be nowhere. Every corner. And Aothis marches on. If you have spent any time, Akira, they say that at night Akira, when I close, I do not say I. For what if you got? It is a good underwoe the god. You have thought.
Valia can be
anyone who. So, Watcher. Akira, the Huana, it is the Wahaki. We have it used to. It is my. Before we go in.
You're fixing to do something about the Royal Deadfire Company, aren't you? Captain, I don't know what she's planning. But I won't stand by and watch you That doesn't... How do we get past this, Captain? But Rauatai needs all hands on deck. And I won't just turn about on my career. Well, sometimes it takes more than a punch to make a dent. You should know that already. If what I've told you about is any indication. You were more than complicit. You don't know what you're... Not exactly. I guess we're done with each other. Unless I... No problem along.
Akira, the things that Rauatai does... Maybe that's... I would rather...
Is every patriotic Valian a spy? I have hardly hidden my allegiance, Your Highness. You are walking down a dangerous road, Watcher. Tread carefully.
If we may continue... My guards apprehended a Valian agent prowling in the shadows of the Brass Citadel. By his own admission, he was there to blow up Rauatai's black powder stores. You must pick up where the Valian agent left off.
Ooh, we be all ears and a half, your royal deviousness.
Aruihi wants a more direct confrontation. One day this will be practical. For now, we must take what opportunities the gods give. After the powder house is destroyed, our prisoner's testimony will point the way to Director Castol. You must not fail me. You will have to infiltrate the powder stores east of the Brass Citadel docks. I leave it to you to live by the sword or walk by the shadows. Here, the agent's explosive. Ask. I do not discourage curiosity. Your caution is admirable, but we keep a closer eye on the trading companies than you might think. While they are preoccupied crawling over each other to reach Ukaizo, such an elaborate ploy is beyond them. A charitable thought. But then we would waste a critical opportunity to cripple two enemies at once. Akira, it will geld their mighty cannons, reducing those titans of warfare to useless iron. The seas will be quiet for a change. If nothing else, whales will thank us. Because when the dust settles, we have promised him a lenient sentence. You might even call it a job. Refreshing to find one whose loyalty can be bought. The Deadfire is full of such adamant and principled kith these days. The ire of Rawatai will turn to the Valian republics, and both will be too distracted with each other to notice our ships landing on Ukaizo. It is asking too much that the trading companies simply destroy each other. But I have been surprised in the past. Good. Are the terms of the mission acceptable, Watcher? While you think the trading companies sharpen their blades. If the crown has not earned your loyalty, then we have failed. Give us this chance to succeed. Do this great thing not for me, but for the people of Neketaka. The traders call you a friend. I hope the crown... You have your mission, Watcher. We do not need to discuss it further. Now, with that out of the way...
Captain?
Questions, Captain?
I'm here.
quietly now.
I still can't let you through.
All body people, all Rawatai, to many lands you spread. Heed the call of the Ragadoon. His voice shall fill your sails.
Happily. Not a sound.
Isn't that lovely? Quietly now.
I wonder how Chico and the kids are. I should write.
Just a few hours between me and a tall mug of ale.
Only 4 more weeks until my transfer.
Tonight, I'll finally beat Pero at Hazatoa. I can feel it.
Good. Good. I wonder how Chico and the kids are. I should write.
Of course.
Just a few hours between me and a tall mug of ale.
Everything in order? Everything in order?
Hold your positions, everyone. There's trouble.
You open Wodika's book.
Ak, 1,000 swoles he offered me. I should have charged 10 times that.
Payment for igniting Rawatai's stockpile of black powder. Do we have that correct, Andakio?
Ak, it is so, Highness.
Director, you stand between Wodika's justice and Tangaloa's open mouth. Has the time come to amend your statement?
With respect, Your Highness, these charges are absurd. If that man is being paid, it is not from my pocket.
You expect us to believe that? This reeks of gutless Valian subterfuge.
Peace, Hazanui. I invited the Watcher here as a witness, and I dare anyone to find a more credible source. Watcher, please state your name for the Kahanga court. Did you witness the explosion at the Brass Citadel? Akira, then it is as I told our guests before.
Then let's get on with it. I want to know what the Watcher saw.
This is madness. Queen Onakaza, I would never do anything to threaten the peace between our people.
Worry not, Hazanui. Under this roof, facts are the coin of the realm. Tell us what you saw, Watcher.
What? No, that's...
I knew it! Release.
That will be enough. This was an attack on my city.
No! You cannot...
Considering the disgraces on your head, you are to be stripped of rank and sent to the...
You cannot be serious!
An ugly business, I say.
Done? I've still got dead...
You are entitled to some recompense.
That'll certainly get me started.
Then the matter is resolved. One hopes we can rely on your test. After so much struggle, it was a moment's work to cripple a nation. Join me in the garden.
At once.
Goddess.
Been looking forward to this.
Takehu,
What say?
in the Navy, knowing that the next breeze draws you closer to Barrett's last door, it loosens our morbid sense of humor. But I'm wrong to let that sort of talk bleed into civilian life. I fight so that folks won't need to have skin as thick as mine.
If there is a more genuine apology than that, I don't think I have heard it. Thank you, Maya. We are not without our squalls, but I do not invite the problems of the Deadfire into this crew.
Atsura would be so proud to see me making friends.
I will pray for the day, the hour, when we can beat our swords into plowshares and let art tell of our deeds.
I can get behind that.
Rautai needs a Are you ready to join forces once and for all? We can't wait forever, and I know if Ukaizo work talk and compromise may work for you, but we can't. Rautai, are you ready to? Then you must kill Queen.
Oh, what a relief to finally see that.
Are you to decide the fate of nations, Karu? And the lives and deaths required of them? This sounds disturbingly familiar.
Captain, I say the tribes have lost so much. We might never recover from this blow.
It is the lack of leadership. I don't ask. And I know this isn't how you... This is the only way to forge a stable future for Rautai or the Deadfire. And I need... We have done this all over the mainland of Rautai, where we have forged a great nation from warring peoples. The Huana are...
I say you do not understand us at all. Never...
And you are too close to the seat of power to see how the Queen and her... They've left there. Once we depose the Queen, we will rebuild Deadfire into something... Nothing worth doing has ever been easy. But we must strive all the same. On my side, that should draw... And if I know the Queen, I advise caution and stealth. We are going to... I'm sending you to assassinate the Queen. My cannoneers are the very... Attacking him still. I cannot let...
Thank you, Captain.
You stand so close to great... I can't let you leave now.
Yours to command, Captain.
Show me where to bite!
Yeah?
Tell me.
I'm listening.
Lavaru beyond seek!
Yes?
What can I do you for? Mm-hmm.
What say?
How may I help?
Speak freely.
Hmm?
Yeah? Arthek Worthen Roth!
What say?
Arthek Worthen Roth!
How may I help?
Lavaru beyond seek.
Oh, hell!
Yes? That's for my friends.
I'm listening. Ha!
Ha-ha!
Mm-hmm. Lavaru beyond seek!
It's all right. It happens.
You have my attention.
Moeth Ixiana!
I'm here.
I'm here.
I heard you. I've got this, Captain!
Oh!
I'm here.
What say?
I will swallow you whole.
Yes?
Captain.
What say?
Show me where to bite.
Yes?
Happy to oblige.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Aye?
Speak freely.
What say?
Tungaloa devour you.
What can I do you for?
I'm here.
Stand together!
Your orders?
Indeed. Certainly. Of course.
Slippery as an eel. My attention.
Your story ends here.
Yeah? Say your prayers!
How may I help?
What can I do? Yes.
You were saying?
Lavaru beyond seek!
I'm here. That hit true.
What say?
Watch me, mother!
Aye? Yeah!
Captain?
I'm here. As you wish.
You have my attention.
Happy to oblige. Ain't you got the
Yes?
decency to die?
You were saying?
You need something?
Show me where to bite.
Yeah?
How may I help? Yeah!
I can be quiet if you can.
Indeed.
We're not alone.
Hmm? Yes, Captain.
Happy to oblige.
Your orders? For the wrong and newly.
Stand together!
What can I do you for? I reap what I sow.
Anything. They'll fall by my hand.
Yes, Captain.
Yes?
I heard you. You see that, Ishi?
You need something?
Yeah? Lavaru, be on seek!
That's it!
Captain?
Yes? Very well.
Yours to command, Captain.
Hmm?
Aye? Yeah!
I'm listening.
You need something?
Tungaloa devour you!
Oh?
Captain?
What can I do?
Still got it.
Hmm? Yes.
Yes, Captain.
Happy to oblige.
Aye?
Your orders?
What can I do you for?
Yes?
Speak freely.
I'm here.
Yeah?
Tell me.
Captain?
Speak your mind.
Happy to oblige.
Oh?
I'm listening.
You need something?
Yeah?
Tell me.
Captain?
I'm here. Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
Captain?
Yes?
What can I do you for?
Oh?
Your orders?
What can I do?
Happy to oblige.
Anything.
At your service.
Yeah?
Aye?
Captain?
You have my attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yours to command, Captain.
Yeah?
Tell me.
Captain? I've got this, Captain!
Speak your mind.
Yes?
Happy to oblige.
Ugh. Nuh-uh, didn't work.
Oh?
Yours to command, Captain. For Mother Ngati.
What can I do?
I heard you. Ha!
Aye?
Yours to command, Captain.
I'm here.
Are you certain? You know, I was hoping you'd ask.
For what do you seek?
Every corner of the Deadfire babbles of the devastation from Magran's teeth. And Aothis marches on Ukaizo while I juggle armloads of enemies. This is no coincidence. Nagati is testing me. If you have spent any time in the Deadfire at all, the myth of lost Ukaizo can be no Akira, they say the beaches of Ukaizo spanned impossible horizons, and its towers graced the light of distant stars. At night, Akira.
Do your dreams ever wake you in the dark of the night to find yourself trembling and tangled in blankets soaked with sweat? Do you ever open your eyes feeling both fearful and sick?
Curious company you keep, Watcher.
No? Just me then?
When I close my eyes, I stand. I do not say I am meant to go. For what do the tribes under Wodika's gate, the gods? You have thoughts?
Valia it'd be funny if it wasn't gonna get...
Anyone who stands in our way is a wave to... So, Watcher, do we unite and sail for Ukaizo? Akira, to Ukaizo and the prosperity of the Huana. The Huana are strong, but our foes are strong. It is beyond time. The Wahaki stand with... We have studied the... I had a plan for our allies in the trading companies, but you work faster than the crown. Rawatai will aim their cannons at your ship first, I think. If nothing else, you will draw enemy fire on the voyage to Ukaizo. I only hope that we have not cut the head off one enemy at the cost of strengthening the other. Finally, we can finally turn our attention to securing the last frontier of the Deadfire. Ukaizo looms on the horizon, bringing the past with the future. Together, we will show the Huana how to cross it. I have always known that Ukaizo was no myth. Just as I knew that Nagati's chosen would lead the way. Take the helm of your ship, Captain. My fleet will follow and water shapers will clear the way through Andra's mortar. And the enemy's fleet, if it comes to that. May Amira's feather grant you favorable wind, and may Tangaloa open its jaws to our enemies. What say, burglar?
Thanks to you, I must negotiate with Arkemir for more security. The savior of dragons, what say? The savior of dragons. We are the steward. Speak on. The traders call this. We are the. Speak on.
Questions, Captain?
I'm all ears. Tell me what's on your mind. I'm glad we talked.
I know that look.
Yours to command, Captain. What say? I will take this time to meditate.
At your service, amico.
I can't decide if the volcano, it involves no divinities, but I do have some news for you. I have called together a meeting of the Songreta Mea Compressa. Our esteemed investors have come to hear, Director. You've witnessed Castle's mistakes personally, and you know what is at stake. The company needs new leadership. Of course, you will attend the trial, I hope. Indeed. Come then. I'll send for our esteemed guests. Meet us upstairs when you are ready. I hear there has been a change of command over at the Royal Deadfire Company. I can understand the desire to take a more direct approach, Watcher. I only hope you are ready once the Royal Deadfire Company...
Silence, please. I'd like to get us underway. I see you have wasted little time in involving yourself, lady. Director Castal, Governor Alvari, you are both here?
Indeed, Your Excellency.
Yes, Your Excellency.
And this is to be your witness?
A moment, Nero. Is that not Pelagina Mesray?
Are you collecting godly cast-offs, Casto?
Most esteemed guests, this is the Watcher of Cad Nua.
We were sorry to hear of Cad Nua's fall, lady. How interesting to find you here. You have my sympathies.
I have several connections in the White March. I have always wanted to meet the woman behind the stories.
Let us begin, if the clerks will attend the roll. Albina Carnetto, Duke Remasi Storanzo Miscelona, the Archmage.
Devils take your roll, Nero. This isn't the Songreta Ducala. We are all here. Let's get this over with.
Wouldn't be a...
They may not be violent, but these fine people are all ruthless in their own way. The roads they took to reach this room are littered with their enemies.
If this goes badly, at least there's enough wealth in this room to cover our funeral expenses several times over.
Very well. Then let me extend my sincerest thanks to our shareholders in attendance.
Ah, the Songreta Mea Compressa. They have made the largest investments in the company's holdings.
In deference to present company, we will proceed in Ediran. Director Castor, you stand accused of nothing less than gross incompetence, mismanaging of resources, willful deceit, grave charges all. We have examined the evidence available to us. The numbers are not in your favor, Director. But you will have the opportunity to explain yourself. Now, Alvari.
Agrasima, Your Excellency. Esteemed Council, I bear Maestro Castle no ill will. We have always treated one another with great respect, but his time is past. I put it plain, the company is bleeding resources. We have identified numerous sources of Adra, and yet, how much of it ever reaches the Republics? The expedition to Pococahara was but the latest failure. Trained workers and supplies gone, and for nothing.
You mean to say that the vein was secured in the end?
Well, that is... yes, Your Excellency, but...
A strange argument. We are concerned with results, Alvari. As far as I can see, the expedition was a success.
I have more, Your Excellency. Your coin, lords and ladies. Where has it gone all this while? Not to mines and industry, no. The director has spent the bulk of it on frivolous experiments.
That is absurd. Animancy research has gotten us where we are today.
Precisely.
Enough, Alvari. Watcher, you have had some involvement in these experiments. Do you have anything to add?
Coin has done well enough for us already.
It truly works. You mean to say that the Animancers have learned how to transport people? Close. So it does not work.
We have heard much of a Kaizo in recent days. I wonder, Director Castor, just what are your plans for the fabled city?
Ukaizo holds an enormous quantity of a luminous Adra. Our research has already yielded results. If we can establish an outpost there, then... If we take this opportunity, we can accomplish far more than we initially believed. I could make you rich, lords and ladies, beyond your wildest dreams.
You may be rich in a century or two. Have you that long to wait? Some of you perhaps, but all? Dreams are all Castle has to offer. We have scores of Adra sites mapped to detail. Why not focus our efforts there? Castle risks your fortune on illusions.
That is true. We have mapped these deposits for years. The closer we travel to Ondra's mortar, the denser the deposits. Even Alvari knows this.
Much to my dismay, I can no longer dismiss that statement out of hand as lunacy.
Even if there is Adra past the mortar, let us grind down the whole of it and be done with the place. Or will the Songreta war against the natives and sea monsters for the next 100 years?
We have heard a great deal this day. Alvari, have you any final arguments?
Only this. That Director Castle has betrayed his station and our trust by allying himself with a Principe captain by the name of Furanti.
A Principe captain? You have evidence of this, Alvari? The word of a witness?
You cannot bring us Adra, so you ply an older trade, Castol.
That it isn't.
Or is it that you were trying to line your own pockets, Castol? Daring. More daring than I would have suspected.
No, my lord. I swear it.
I think we have heard enough. Any final words?
My lords, ladies, our enemies will make for Ukaizo in short order. The Valiant Trading Company must be ready. It needs decisive, effective leadership, now more than ever. With the Watcher's aid, we have the opportunity to claim an overwhelming victory. One that will carry us all into the history books.
Assuming she means to help us.
We will see, won't we?
You have heard all the accusations against you. Castal, any final words?
Everything I do to help the company. You know this. 2 years ago, you entrusted me to establish the Luminous Adra trade. I will continue to serve you, dutifully, and to my best ability. I know now that Albari has hungered after my position for years, just as she will hunt after yours if you allow her to rise. She would cast Margaret off her throne if she could.
It is time. Let us put the matter of Castol's dismissal to a vote. All in favor? We gave you a chance, Castol. We made it clear what defiance would cost. You have squandered that opportunity. Perhaps you will have better luck in the living lands. Ignato Castol, I hereby pronounce you banished. Exiled from the Valian Trading Company and the Valian Republics by order of the Songreta Mea Compressa.
No! Wait! You, Per Camplanca! Don't do this! Mercy!
I believe that brings this meeting to a close. Agrasima, Watcher.
Let us speak once the room clears, Watcher. I think we have much to talk about. Look at me. I am still sweating. You did well. Ah, very well. A perfect witness. Impartial. You and I were together in this. Let us seal the pact in coin. We move now with singular purpose and ensure the prosperity of the republics. Trade, coin, civilization, Aimika. That is what we give them with Ukaizo. And for us, our rightful place in the world. You have already dealt the Royal Deadfire Company a blow. Let them bleed from that wound a while. In the meantime, we will need the Animancers. So, Castol was not entirely useless. Eletta has another little device for you. Something to place on your vessel. Just as you were transported across the island, your ship will travel between to cross the storms and reach Ukaizo. We know that there is plenty of Adra in Ukaizo after all. If that is how you want it, so be it. See to any business you may have in the city first. We can...
I admire you, Shoti, for holding to your beliefs even against the wishes of your superiors.
You really mean that? 'Cause I thought you didn't much like me.
I mean it. It took me entirely too long to learn to do the same.
The Valiant Trading Company has no further need of you, Watcher.
You will find no friends here, Watcher. I suggest you leave.
Most birds I've seen leave quite a mess. How is Ishiza so tidy?
He isn't. In fact, he likes to hide his droppings between grimoire pages.
Just when I thought I needed to relax my personal boundaries.